2Peece to your mouth.
Where I got the name 2Peece is from when I first started getting into music, I kind of wanted to DJ. So, and I rap too. So my name was like JR, aka Mr. 2Peece. 2Peece was for the turntables. 1, 2, 2Peece, 2Peece. But when I started making beats, I just dropped the JR, dropped the Mr., kept the 2Peece, and I've been 2Peece ever since. Well, my father was a beat maker. He was a producer. And when I would go over to his house, I would always see him in the studio making beats, and I always wanted to participate. So basically, my father is why I wanted to make beats. I would always watch him. He'd have me add a little thing here, a little thing there. But in like, I think 6th or 7th grade is when I actually got on a rolling and made my first beat. I had like certain that I like to listen to, but the ones who really inspired me to like actually produce was like Zaytoven, Ninth Wonder, J Dilla, Just Blaze, Timbaland. Those, I would say those about the main five. When I would listen to them, it would inspire me to want to do what they did. So those are like, yeah, I would say that's about it. I'm gonna go with sampling just because that's how I started with sampling. Man, a good sample gets me every time. So yeah, I would get the edge of sampling. I like doing the other one too, but like, I don't know. There's just something about chopping up samples. And it just feels good. So I'd say sampling. I'm definitely both. I didn't start out as both. I definitely started out as just a beat maker. And then I kind of morphed into a producer. And then the producing kind of led me into the engineering. And so, yeah, I would say both. I am both a producer and an engineer. As far as like, I could say if there was an artist that like affected my beat making a lot, it's two. It's a guy named Bambeezy Baby, and Jerry Manna. Like Bambeezy Baby, he's my day one. That's where we started at. So, what I'm saying, I kind of built my sound with him in one direction. But then when I met Jerry Manna, it took my sound to a whole different direction I wasn't even thinking about. So I would have to say those two artists for sure. Yeah.
Did you get the link up with Jerry during FILA? Did y'all get to get one recorded?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Of course. I think he came straight to my room first, to be honest. But yeah, we definitely got some work done. I got to work with about, I think, a third of the artists. I didn't get to work with everybody, which makes sense. Oh yeah, the 2Peece to your mouth. I got it from. So I had many other tags before, but me and Bambeezy Baby were working on a tape. What tape was it? I forget the tape, but we was working on a tape, and he did a freestyle, and the freestyle's gone. It's been deleted, but he did a freestyle, and off the top of his head, he just said 2Peece to your mouth. And, you know, as I'm mixing it, I hear it, and I'm like, that is one hell of a tag. So when I got done mixing it, I just took it, and just, it's been going from there. Well, for me, it's not only just being fully educated on the massacre, because growing up, you know, I vaguely knew of it, but I never knew details until that weekend. So just getting up on knowledge, that was a huge thing for me. But also the togetherness of everybody there was excellent. Like you know, growing up in Tulsa and knowing about the Tulsa music scene, especially hip hop and rap, I never really seen too much of that. So for us to be all together, including Oklahoma City people, you know, coming in together to talk about, you know, what we and our families have been through, you know, since the massacre, I thought that it was it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. Words can't do it justice. But I would say it was, if I had to give it a word, I would say it was euphoric. Euphoric, for sure. A euphoric feeling I got.
2Peece to your mouth. View.
2Peece to your mouth.